make. You can have your own, keep your own supplies. You don't have to buy it at the store. Let's do it. Step 1. You need pots. And you need to fill them up. And we go put the stuff in. Usually I put the turkey in first, so let's find the turkey. Alright, we got turkey. So big! I'll put the smaller things in here and the bigger things in there. I need like a pair of gloves or something. Because I don't feel like getting this all over me. Put smaller pieces of meat in here. We should have 3 of them going. We also have this smaller pot. Okay. And then we'll put the bigger pieces in here. Alright. Now, pro tip. What you do is, we don't have a lot because we made chicken stock almost kind of recently, but you keep all your frozen bits and pieces in here, and then you put them in your stocks. I think I need to give them some extra pieces. We got some carrots over here. And we need carrots for our soup later. We will put a little bit of carrots in each of these. Carrots. And carrots. Over here is the carrots. There's and the rest of the carrots we'll use for our soup. We have some onions. We got some onions. Alright. Now we fill them up with water. Fill them up good. You guys want a closer look? You want to see what's happening? Just as it's about the top. Take it off and put it on the stove. And then we're gonna fill this bad boy all the way to the tippy top of that one as well. Just about ready. Bring it over. And now we have the last one, the baby one. And this one. But back to the magic. We have these on the stove. We're going to turn them all on high at first, because we want to get that boil going. We want to get them up there. Not really a boil, we want to get them to simmer. Once we get them to simmer, then we're going to turn down the heat. But I like to start it off at high. And, ow, it just hit my shin. Alright, well, we're not totally doing that. Need my stool to make me taller. I'm gonna grab some ingredients to go in here. What's that gonna be? We're gonna get salt. We're gonna get pepper. We're gonna get Italian seasonings. You can really add like a bunch of different spices. Those are the ones I usually do. Alright. Big ol'. There's a bunch of pepper. There's a bunch of pepper. There's a bunch of pepper. We grab the The Italian seasonings. This one's not open. Oh, this one's open. Okay, that one is open. And we'll pour a bunch of this in too. We say here, here, and here. Now I start with that, and then I'll usually add more later as well. But once we got everything in here, we do the mixy mix. So I'll mix the little one. Mix the slightly bigger one. And then we mix the giant one. Now, chicken and turkey stock are good for so many things. We use it just to make our rice because it makes rice tastier. We use it in a lot of recipes actually called for like chicken stock or something like that. So we use that. Anything that we can substitute, we will. Another thing that, I almost always make when I make chicken stock or turkey stock is chicken or turkey noodle soup because hello, good. So we'll have that going on. But yeah, that's what we got. Yep. Okay, bye. So this one is already boiling because it's so small. So we're gonna turn down the heat because really what we want to do is let it simmer for hours. I work from home today, so it's not a problem. I mean, my husband's also home. We'll make sure it gets done. I also got all this meat off of stuff that we just weren't eating. We didn't package it to go in the fridge. It was just on the bones of that. This is what's gonna go in our turkey soup. Now, some of you out there might be like, I don't like dark meat. I'm with you. Guess what? In soup, you're not seeing it. Don't look at your soup. Just eat it. It's good. Don't worry about it. But this is how much we got from all that's in there. So, pretty good amount. That's going to make pretty good solid soup. So, I've turned this down on low. It's figuring things out. The other two aren't quite there yet. They'll work on it, there's more water in those ones, so we'll wait for those ones to boil before we turn them down so they can simmer all day. So that's where we're at. And then, wait until you see the process of putting it all away. Oof. Alright, we got our next boil in here. We will be turning this heat down. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Simmer. This one has not started boiling yet, but I am sure it will get there. Can you see it kind of boiling? It's boiling, I swear. See that? And these are just gonna chill for at least 4 hours, but probably much longer. Okay, it's been about 5 hours. I'm going to dump this one into these two. I'm going to turn off the burners so they can cool down. But as they're doing that, we going to make some chicken or turkey noodle soup. So let's get that started. We gotta rinse this out. This is the one we're gonna use for our turkey noodle soup. So we'll get our stock in here, which we need for the soup. We have a strainer. We have a ladle. One eternity later. So I filled it up. Not all the way full, but it has a good amount of it. Sometimes I need to put more in after we cook the noodles. The noodles suck up so much. But basically, we're gonna turn this burner back on in like a low temp, maybe a little medium. We're gonna take all of our turkey that we got and we're just gonna throw all of that in there. Yeah. And then, off camera, I cut up some carrots. I used a mandolin. If you don't have a mandolin, they're useful. Get one. I'm gonna pour all of these carrots in here. And in addition to the carrots, we need celery. Me and my husband don't really like celery that much. Like eating it in a soup. And so I cut it real small. So it's not so bad. I'm gonna put some more seasonings in here. Some salt. Same stuff we put in the stock. So basically the goal here is to cook the carrots and celery. And then once those are cooked, throw in the noodles. And then it's golden. The stock I'm gonna let cool down a little bit before we disprute it. But we will be taking Chinese leftover containers, best containers to use. And then we do what I did to get the stock into here. And I do that to like 19 times. And then let them all cool. I mean, we could do it right now. We don't need to let it cool before I do that. So you'll see me doing that. Let's check that. So the process that I go through to store the stock is I take one of those white Chinese food containers that I mentioned, and I put the strainer over it. I then ladle the stock into the containers. This creates about 2.5 cups worth of stock. Once the stock is ladled, I take the strainer and ladle away, and I start sorting the stocks out while I fill the entire kitchen. Obviously, I do this very carefully because 1, I don't want to spill any of the stock, but 2, I don't generally wait for it to cool, which means it could hurt me. Now, you can see me really starting to fill in the island with all of the stock. Also, it typically happens that the beginning ones seem to have more visible spices and herbs than the others. Wow, look at that steam. Look at all that stocky goodness. And here I am adding the pasta to the soup. Unfortunately, I didn't film the ending process of the soup, but I promise you that it was really good. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!